Shout out motherfucking Jalen Brunson. Start that shit right here. God damn it.
Right.
My guy. Well, let me read the stats real quick, and then we can do the real shit. But I just gotta get this off my fucking chest so I don't fucking explode. I'm running out of breath saying this shit, bruh. Let me see. Motherfucking 32 points, 11 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 free throws. I don't want to hear. Fuck the Pistons. Like, keep it a buck. 3-1 lead going back Tuesday. Fuck everybody. Are you kidding me? Shout out motherfucking Cat. Bro, I'm telling you, we wouldn't have won that fucking game without Cat, bro. Like,
He's trending
Jalen Brunson.
Right
No, because he literally hit a backboard on a tough turnaround fader on the baseline, come down very next thing, fucking loose ball through a screen, whatever. This motherfucker just catch it, pull that bitch from the logo, laced it, 5-point swing in our direction, puts us up 1, and that's what closed out the game. Shout out motherfucking Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, bro. Like, oh my god, that was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, last year with DiVincenzo against Philly, like, having them crazy ass threes and oh my god. This shit today, a whole, like, other world experience, bro. I ain't never seen a game like that. Fuck the refs first, because they was trying to give the Pistons the shit that they've been trying to give the Pistons. I don't like motherfuckers having an identity of playing like, oh, they just very physical, that's how they play. These motherfuckers just foul, and because that's their fucking brand of basketball, it's allowed, because if they didn't do it, they wouldn't be good. Like, if the refs called them for every fucking foul they committed, they wouldn't have a team by the third quarter.
Alright, hello. This is BDM. Listening to Life to Talk.
What? That reminds me.
Chewing gum.
Are you?
Are you in my mouth? Like,
Okay. That reminds me. Next time we do an in-person one, soundboard will be working. No cap on my rap. I promise. Hand over heart. Because now I know how to
You've
do it.
actually.
I've been configuring in the lab. I know what to do. Okay. So I don't know when that's gonna be. We need to get some like obscure ass motherfucker that ain't been on the show yet. I'm trying to get some new energy. But,
my barber.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. We need to set it up. But yes, we're back. So much has happened since the last time we posted an episode like this. Our last episode was an interview with Moss Magazine. Shout out to them once again. Go read their shit. Go buy a magazine. And I was, we were very professional. Go ahead and say it right now.
Disclaimer.
Professional. This is not going to be
It
professional.
is Moss Magazine, but it is not a Spanish magazine. That is just the name. So
correct.
Don't fret if you don't speak Spanish. It's not a problem. That's correct. Just the name.
Correct. Yes, this is not going to be that type of vibe. All right, we're going to get real ghetto on this episode because there's a lot of ghetto news to discuss.
That's why y'all brought me here.
Okay.
No.
We all have delusions of grandeur at times.
All right, okay. Bruh. It's a joke. It was just a joke.
Okay, so first things first. I'm going to get my little shit out the way. Dawn said he got some shit. Marquay, some of the shit that I have, I know you're going to chime in. Okay, because you just like most black people out there right now are in love with the movie Sinners. We're gonna get there though. We're not gonna start there. Well, let's start on a bad note.
Are we doing spoilers? Because I haven't seen it, but I don't really want to. No, respectfully.
Well, I haven't seen it. Marquay's seen it, but like I'm sure he can explain it without giving spoilers. Like I don't
twice.
know. But
supposed to be thrice.
I would just say do spoilers just because it is what it is at this point. Like if you listen to it, you want to hear about the movie. Like or if you've seen them, like is.
Well,
I would just say
the title will be Sinners, Cars, and Not Going to Bars.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, I've already given a title.
Oh, he did. Ooh. Wait, what was yours again? Say it.
Help the Gorilla.
Help the Gorilla. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Bye as fuck, because that's covering one topic. Like, please.
No, bro, that shit is trending on. That is a big movement on Twitter right now. We're gonna get into it because
wouldn't call that a movement, but
okay.
All right, bitch. Well, you should have said something 2 days ago, like I did, but you didn't, and here we are.
You sound like a robot. Fix your audio.
All right, hold on.
Me,
Calm
bitch.
down, calm down. Okay, another thing, we're on Discord, so if somebody gets robotic out of nowhere, that's why. Okay, we're not
Charge it
all
to the
here.
game.
Yeah. But let's start off with Shannon Sharp. Like I said, we're gonna start off bad. So if you if you're not in the news, you're not in the sports world or whatever the fuck. Shannon Sharp, a very popular analyst, I guess. Loose base of the word, but he's an analyst. I would say more of an entertainer, sports entertainer. He'd be on
Sports
ESPN and
entertainer,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, he got his own podcast. He got his own, kerfuffle of interviews that he be doing with celebrities and shit. Most famously, Cat Williams. Um, he's in some shit, some deep shit. Okay, so he
Heavy
was recently,
allegations.
yes, he was recently accused of sexual assault, I believe, sexual assault and something else. I don't remember what the other thing was. I'm so sorry, but I didn't know about the allegations, right, until I saw this tweet from Shannon Sharp on April 21st, so last Monday. And it says counsel to Shannon Sharp, and then there are two pictures of text messages allegedly sent to and from between Shannon Sharp, who is 56, by the way, or 52, however old that nigga is. He in his 50s, just know that. And a woman who just turned 21. Um, before we get into the allegations, that alone, I'm looking at you weird as fuck. Okay, I'm
Bill
side-eyeing
Belichick
because
too. They saying his girlfriend's an escort.
oh, we
I
was
didn't
gonna get
say
into
it.
him too. We were gonna get into him too. 'Cause I just saw that fucking weird ass interview that you sent where it was like, where she was like, "Oh, we're not gonna get into that." What do you mean?
Yeah, they
I'm getting a
saying
little
she an
suspicious.
escort and he paying her to be with him. I'm
I
not
could
saying
see
it's
that.
not a far fetched. Yeah, it's not a
I
far
could see
fetched
that.
thing. But
No,
let's, you know what I'm saying?
it's just a
Divulge.
little weird. It's just a little weird, because he's the coach at UNC, and he got a young bitch on his arm. Like, just a little weird.
She could be a
Um,
student there, literally.
correct, right? Like, she should be getting her fucking arts degree right now, and she with this old ass nigga. So, I'm just going to read out just one of the texts sent to Shannon Sharp because I really just want y'all to understand that this is insanity. Now before I read this,
Viewer discretion.
listener discretion, okay? So, I just this is so bad, but anyway, all right. So this is a text from Gabriella Zuniga. First of all, the last name, but anyway, to Shannon Sharp, and she said, and I quote, "You better crave it, 'cause you're gonna be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me."
Um,
I'm just gonna let
oh,
it. I'm just gonna let it simmer right there.
yeah, because what the fuck does that mean? I mean, obviously we know
So
what it means, but like, why would you say that? Like,
so for context, obviously she's not black. Nobody who's black would ever say something like that. And I just want to get into Shannon Sharp and his lawyers genuinely thought releasing these text messages was gonna like sway public opinion, I guess. Like be like, oh, she's just a weird bitch. Like she a weird, like little racial fetishizer type of bitch. Like, ooh. But then when you dig a little deeper and you realize she's 21 and he's in his 50s, fucking with her, it's a little weird. And especially because here's the thing about consent, guys. It can be revoked at any time. So just because you say that we have an established sexual relationship, that doesn't mean that, funny business
that
cannot
shit's gonna
occur.
continue.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the first thing. And since then, Shannon Sharp has been told by ESPN, which is owned by Disney, that yeah, you got to get the fuck on. So he's not gonna be on TV until about August. This is a very serious matter, as he said. So I guess this is going to trial. Like they're not gonna settle. So which means this is gonna get real messy. This is gonna get real bad. And considering we just went through the Jonathan Major shit last year,
It's gonna be like Johnny Depp all over again. Obviously not to that extent, but like, is it the same? Like, he did this to me. She said this. he did this, she did this, whatever.
Well, I
Like
don't know because I think the difference between that and this to me is that she's like making it seem like he sexually assaulted her because he got mad at something she did or something like that. And he's not countersuit or like countersuing her for anything. Like I think he's just trying to make it seem like she's an unreliable victim type shit. So that's why I'm kind of like this is weird already, but the fact that she's 21, I'm gonna keep saying that. She's 21. Apparently when they met she was 19. And he's like 52. So the discourse online is obviously going to be terrible because like this is the internet we're talking about. They don't take nothing serious. So, because Shannon Sharpe, their favorite meme uncle, is under duress.
He's 56.
50. I knew he was in his mid 50s. Yeah, 56. So because he's under duress and, things aren't going well for him, everybody making jokes and stuff like that. So a lot of the black incels, I'd like to call them, they're calling into question why people are mad at Shannon Sharpe, who was 56, dealing with someone that is 21, well, at the time 19, versus Tracy Ellis Ross, who recently was on Michelle Obama's podcast saying that she likes to date younger men than her, as in men in their 30s and 40s. Let me get something straight to y'all right quick. A 52-year-old saying she likes to date a 40-year-old is nowhere near the same galaxy as you being 56 dating someone that could be your grandchild or daughter. Okay, it's not the same.
Fresh out of high school.
That's what I'm saying. Fresh out of high school. When they met, she couldn't even drink. Okay, y'all understand how ridiculous that is? It's nowhere near the same. Leave Tracy alone. Okay, she nice and single over there. She having fun. She don't want no kids. Stop asking. Y'all just gotta stop trying to tit for tat and point score.
Tracy Ellis Ross, hit me up.
Hey, she might. You about to
She
reach
should.
that threshold. Yeah, you about to hit that threshold. So just stop being weird. Like y'all always trying to bring women into something when a man just did something wrong. Like, please back up, breathe. I promise you, Shannon Sharpe is not gonna see y'all defending him in the comments. He's not. So let's let that go. What was the thing? Oh, and then a couple of days ago, he released another thing on Twitter where it was a literal screenshot of a text message his, I presume, publicist or lawyer or PR manager, whoever, sent to him to put out as a statement. This show to me, he's so geriatric is crazy. Why would you take a screenshot of a text message instead of just copying the text message into the notes app? Like, that's lazy. This is just lazy on top of lazy.
You just don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah,
you ain't even.
That's what I'm saying. So you trying to prove your innocence, stuff like that. Then you coming back with some craziness. Like, come on now. So that's Shannon Sharpe. Listen, God bless. I don't know what's gonna happen in the trial. I don't know, but just outside looking
That
in,
God bless was not sincere.
it wasn't. I'm just saying in terms of just the trial itself. Like, I hope it don't turn
Okay.
into that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing, because like that was ridiculous. But yeah, they all thought it out though. Yeah, but yeah, so just we're gonna put that over there. Good luck to everybody involved. What's next? Okay, let's talk about Megchella for a second. Because it was last weekend, so we ain't gotta spend too much time on it. But she ate. She actually had 2 weekends. She should have been a headliner. Like, how you have her come back for 2 weekends and she ain't headline one of them? Crazy. Don't nobody want to see Post Malone. No offense. Okay, not on that type of scale. And you said his last album was bad anyway. So like, why was he the headliner?
He got more hits.
He got more hits than Megan.
Yeah, it's not
Maybe
close.
like
You don't even believe
okay.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Give me three
Hold
right
on,
now.
for festival? Hold on, for festivals? Or are we talking about like...
Pause for a second now. Pause for like, this is Coachella. When you go to Coachella, you can do a little like, oh, all my greatest hits, yeah. But he was doing like that plus his country stuff. I feel like if we comparing like current eras, he's not getting there. Okay, he might sell, but in terms of like actually people playing the music,
he been around for 10 years though. Like, I don't think that's a hot take to say that Post Malone has more hits as a career wise, because his shit is on the radio. Like, he can play songs from 10 years ago. Everybody's gonna know the thing. I'm not like, that's not a sub at Meg Thee Stallion. Obviously, shout out to, but like, it's levels to this shit, bro. Like, that motherfucker is in a whole different stratosphere.
It's levels to this, but like you just said, 10 years ago, his biggest hit, more than 8 years ago, probably. People, listen, you can't be the headliner. You can't be the headliner if, as soon as Megan Thee Stallion was done doing her set, mass exodus to the exit, by the way. A whole bunch of people walking out. They don't want to see Post Malone, bro. I'm saying, like,
Yeah,
when you
but
pick
at
a
the same
headliner,
time, I mean, I
I
guess.
only know
when you,
Sunflower.
so I'm saying, when you pick a headliner, you want majority
Hold
of
on.
the
Well, it's two
crowd
different
to be
genres
in
of
it.
music, though. Like, that's the same
But then
thing
you can't make that point at
when
all.
fucking Ken Carson came on right after Lana Del Rey, or came on right before.
First of all, Ken
Same
Carson,
shit.
let's be
But I'm saying
serious.
it's the same. But that's what I'm
He's
saying though.
totally nice.
It's two
Get that.
completely different types of genres of music. Like, it. Yeah, he did have a flop album. He called that shit Austin, which I'm assuming is his real name. That shit flopped hard, so that's why he went to country.
Right.
I don't know if he would ever say that, but yeah, that motherfucker tried to do some independent type shit and
That's what I'm saying.
failed.
Like, to me, he ain't got a lot of songs that are like, it get everybody involved. Yeah,
I
like,
mean,
where like,
okay, yeah, I will say this. His huge hit that wasn't country was probably 2018.
that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm not disrespecting Post Malone. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying he could have been at Coachella, of course. Yeah, Coachella got a whole bunch of stages. Like, anybody could be there. Green Day was there. Okay, they headlined. Nothing wrong with that. But should he have headlined? Should they have kicked Megan Thee Stallion off the stage before she got to finish her set for Post Malone? No. That's all I'm saying. Like, just a little rude. Okay. Especially because, like I said, a whole bunch of people walking out. Like, who had the stage rocking, who, half empty. Anyway. But yes, besides Megchella, I don't remember anything about Coachella for real. Like, yeah, Green Day, they had Lady Gaga was there. Shout out to Lady Gaga. That's really it though. They didn't really make no noise this year except for Megan.
Charlie, what's that girl name? XCX. Yeah, she had that whole shit trying to say that she should have been the headliner. Fuck no.
Okay,
I don't know if that was a joke or not.
No, she was dead fucking serious. Get the fuck out of here.
Her friend got her a sash that said should have been the headliner.
That's one of them.
So, and then Billy Joel, well, not Billy Joel, it wasn't Billy Joel, but one of the people in Day, sorry, I don't know their names except for the lead singer. He wore a sash that said #1 headliner or something like that, like, just, being funny. They all British, so like, it's whatever for real. But yeah, Charlie, I'm not gonna go to bat for you to be the headliner. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not a Brat summer for me. Sorry. What else?
What was that one song she had a long ass time ago?
Fancy?
Talking about wrecking the car.
Oh.
She did Fancy too?
Yeah, she did the chorus.
Damn, and look where Iggy Azalea's at.
Right. She know
Single mom.
Coachella. Ooh. First of all, we're not gonna get into Playboy Cardi. But like, also back to the Shannon Sharp thing for 1 second. Like, she's just weird. Like, why are you as a black man messing with somebody that would say any of those things that she said in those text messages? Like, he's a weird.
Nah, as soon as you tell me to put a black baby in you, I'm blocking your number, bro.
No,
like,
let's have some self.
That's crazy as hell.
Please, like, you are Shannon Sharp. You got all the money in the world. You can have a little bit more self respect. Like, for real.
Quay, what would you say to that? Because I can't really say anything.
What do you mean? What I would say? Fuck.
If you talking to a white girl, if you are talking to a white girl and she says, "Yo, I want you to put a big black baby in me," see, that don't even sound right. Saying that shit like just regular, like that sound crazy.
That's
Put a
something I
big
could
black baby in me.
Yeah,
That's
what would you
crazy
say?
as fuck. Would you tell us she said it, or would you just block it and leave it alone?
block because that's some shit. That's that
Yeah,
obsessive. I might get killed, and I'm not trying to do that.
yeah, no. That's it. Oh, one more thing about Coachella for a second. I'm gonna read this. This is World Star Hip Hop, so if it's wrong, blame them. It says, according to reports, over 60% of Coachella attendants use payment plans to manage rising costs, with general admission tickets being over $600.
Hold on, can I say something
$600.
first?
What?
Obviously, the ticket price is outrageous. It is what it is. But I would argue that that's what the payment plan should be for instead
Mm-hmm.
of Grubhub and
Food.
DoorDash.
Yes, food.
Yeah.
That's what I was segueing to that. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
A
fans can
basketball
secure.
jersey.
Yeah, fans can secure entry with as little as $50 down. Oh my. Okay, but this is good though. Like you said, this is good because Coachella is extremely overpriced. You're in the desert all day. First of all, them food prices also. What do you mean $20 for a sandwich? Like, no. So if you're using it, if you were one of those people that use after pay to go to Coachella, excuse me, no hate here. No hate here. Now if you use it to buy Wingstop, I'm hating.
Hate here.
Okay, I'm hating real bad because do you not understand how crazy that is? Like, why are you on a payment plan for chicken? Like, we
That
gotta
you've
do
already
better.
eaten.
We gotta do better because that's crazy. Let's get into something good. Well, Meg Cello was good, but something better. The movie Sinners, yes, black people, clap it up. Sinners is
Are they
also
vampires in that movie? Is that what they were talking about? I don't
yeah,
know anything about it.
yeah. It's
I
like
just
it's
know
a
Haley
period piece.
Steinfeld.
Yeah, it's like a period piece. I think it's like 1930s, I believe, Deep South, and yeah, it's a whole bunch of shenanigans after that. You know, Michael B. Jordan is playing twins. It's very interesting. The whole cast. Ryan Coogler, he does it, he continues to do it. Shout out to Ryan. Hope to be in one of your movies one day because he's always hiring black people. Love it. It's also it's the longest running rated R movie that's been staying at number one in like either ever or like in the last like decade. So like a rated R movie being this, highly touted and a bunch of people watching it, it's making a bunch of money, like it's a big deal.
Theaters are getting filled.
Yeah, it's a big deal because R-rated movies are intentionally suppressed in the first place because it's R-rated. Yeah. So Marco, if you'd like to give us something about Sinners, why should we go watch it?
Beat of the century.
But like, what's it about for real? Like, what? Like, what's the whole like story? Like, I don't. What's the movie about?
There's listen, y'all, listen. Write a thesis on this fucking movie.
Okay. Well, give us something.
I'm about to say, give me something, bro. Like, I'm trying to get you to tell me about
Like, give us
So
a
you
synopsis of the
saying
am I
film.
thesis and then
spoiling
going
it or what?
fuck happened.
I mean,
Like,
if
like,
you
give
feel
me
like
some
you
spoilers, bro. Like, I'm not gonna see the movie. Just tell me what the fuck's going on.
if you don't have to use spoilers to get him to get the point, then you don't have to. But like, if
I mean,
it's whatever. If you do, like, it's
I
whatever.
mean, to not. I mean, you have to see the movie. I guess the other themes and
See, then I feel like there's no point in even talking
go
about it.
on. Well, bitch, I'm gonna talk about it.
But that's but
Just let him go ahead for like a minute
I'm
straight. Let's
trying.
let's see. Like, don't say nothing.
I mean, but I was spoiling it. 'Cause, I mean, if you just want to go for the vampire, and that's it. But that's not. That's like a small thing in the grand scheme of what the movie's actually about. Mind you, I've seen it twice. So first time was just for the watch and like picking up little things. The second time I was actually looking for little things. And this one scene that everyone's talking about, even like it's not really a spoiler because like it was kind of shown in the trailer, I think, but it was like this one take shot goes around for like a minute and a half of like music being displayed from past, present, and future. I think it's one of the best shots ever seen in cinema. But I guess to give a thing, I mean, think of the time period. It's about there's several themes. There's race, not race. Well, there's slavery. The time period. There's cultural. It's just without breaking it down, it's kind of hard. But like, it's symbolism to several degrees, in which the vampirism plays a part into. But that's not the whole thing.
Once again, I mean, I guess that's cool, but what the fuck is the movie about, bruh? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Like, why? Like, I don't get it.
These
Did
two
you change your
twins
mind?
come back.
I heard you loud and clear, but then you stuck
Who
your
is
tongue
that?
in my.
Fuck your tongue in my coach and fucked me so hard.
Was that you?
These
Yeah, I played it on Twitter.
Oh. Alright, go ahead.
It's the only thing I know about the movie is Michael B. Jordan is fucking Haley Steinfeld, I guess. That's all I know.
the church. I mean, about two twins that come back after being gone for a while. Their name holds weight, so like everybody's scared of them. And then it shows themes of loss, talks about indigenous folks, like a lot of folklore with the vampires and hoodoo and voodoo. It teaches you a lesson about that kind of culture, and like it debunks a lot of stuff, which that time period and like what we all view that kind of stuff now. Then there's themes of music, of course, how it opened portals to the other side and like let in evil and all that kind of shit. Kind of like that story with what's his face, that famous guitar player in that same time period.
Yeah, I think it's
I
something
keep forgetting.
Johnson. I think
Yeah, he like
Randy Johnson or something like that. Let me
he
look it
went
up.
to the crossroads and
Soul to soul.
sold his soul to the devil or to someone to be able to play the guitar, and that's how he got famous. That's kind of what the main character is loosely based off of, anyway.
Robert Johnson. I was so close. Dang it. Yeah, Robert Johnson. Um. So yeah, it's kind of it gets into the southern roots. We always love that, because we're highly underrepresented when it comes to cinema, especially in a accurate depiction. Like most of the time, it do not be accurate. But a period piece that surrounds a bunch of black people, indigenous people. There was also, I think, Chinese immigrants in it as well, which are obviously they don't even mention them for real in most 1930s period pieces and stuff like that. So like shining light on groups of people that don't really get the same shine that they should when it comes to talking about historical stuff like that. So overall, like I haven't seen the movie yet, but the concept of the movie I really enjoy. Think we need more movies like this, especially if it's gonna be accurate. That's important. Whole bunch of lying going on right here in this country. A whole bunch of just craziness. So if we can get stories told by us for us, it's always good.
I think the biggest thing to take away is that the symbolism between the vampires and white people and proximity to blackness is to
Mhm.
stop letting them into our spaces.
Mhm. Well, that's extremely relevant in our climate of today, because that orange motherfucker up there is doing his hardest to erase black anything. I think it's incredibly ridiculous that we allow a administration to feel like it's okay to erase history. It's a dangerous precedent we're setting, and making it seem like they can choose who's worthy of being known in the future is crazy. And thank God for the internet, because if not for it, they would do it even more than they could, with history books and stuff like that. We're in an age where white people are angry that they are fucked up, and that's crazy to me. Like, yes, your ancestors is the reason why the country's like this. So you point a finger at everybody else. Reason it's like, let's look at the picture. Let's look at the history books, and they trying to change the history books. They trying to change the language, change the severity of how messed up slavery was. Or we ain't got to go as far as slavery. We just go back to Jim Crow, just like Sinners is based in. They're trying to make it seem like these things weren't as heinous as they were, and as long as I'm alive, that ain't happening. Okay, not on this type of show. Okay, y'all need to know they're terrible. Okay, they're insidious. They're demonic. It's not okay. There are families that have their money off the backing of killing people, off the back of sacrificing people, doing weird shit. And all these white people in government, they like, oh, for this and trying to get rid of DIE and all this stuff. It's like, bro, the reason why those things exist is because before them, y'all was getting everything. And now you're mad that they exist, so you're taking them away, trying to go back to where we used to be. And it's like, that's not going to help the country. They're also trying to roll back vaccine protocols. We got a dude that's our like health administrator or something like that, who doesn't believe that autism or certain disorders are natural, even though when he was born they were already being diagnosed in people. It's just a long form idiocy tour, okay? And I'm not here for it. And as long as you listen to the show, you won't be here for it. Let's fuck them. They lying. I'm not here for that. It's just crazy.
Are we moving on?
Listen, go see the fucking movie.
Yeah, go see
Support
Sinners.
black people.
Yes. And support
And
the truth being told, more importantly. Okay?
yes.
Because this administration is making it much easier to lie. Elon Musk, I'm looking at you. You need to be deported, you ugly bitch.
Somebody need to hit him with rocks.
Yeah, like you
need to stone that motherfucker.
And
they need to free Luigi and let him do his thing. Because listen,
exactly. And not only
shit.
that, one more thing. The administration fired 500,000 people in the government. They said, "Oh, these jobs aren't needed, necessary, and we're wasting money. We need to be operating in a plus as a country." Like, there's something so inherently wrong with how people think we should treat a government like a business. I promise you, they will never break even.
That shit does not make any fucking sense, bro.
So bringing in people like Elon Musk, Donald Trump, who are quote unquote good businessmen, obviously they're not. They're just rich and had rich parents. And thinking that because they are so good at their businesses, that's gonna translate to the government is not only the worst logic I've ever heard in my entire life, but it's also goes back to that tweet about the leopard face eating party. You vote for them and then are surprised they eat your face. So all you Trump supporters out there, when your medicines are now discontinued because there's nobody in there to fill it in pharmacies, when your child gets measles at school and there's no vaccine for it, when it starts to affect you, then you'll see. But until then, you think
That's
that
only when they care. And then I saw this shit.
exactly.
Then I saw this shit with Candace Owens. That would see the day I side with universities instead of Trump.
Nah,
Yeah,
fuck
bitch,
Candace
you dumb
Owens. She
bitch.
trying to. Nah, they trying to get her.
She's trying to grift, and I'm not here
She
for it.
trying
Y'all been
to flip,
Yeah, you
flip
trying to flip
flop,
the
switch
narrative. You trying to
sides.
flip the narrative. You've been grifting the white, been bootlicking for the white people. You've been a coon, and now you want to flip it back and pretend like
That's
you
what I'm
care
saying.
now, and you want to act like, oh, they're taking our rights away. They been doing that, you dummy. They been doing that.
She ain't give a fuck.
You
My
ain't
thing is,
care
though,
then when you was getting paid by them. So you ain't give a fuck
my
then.
thing is though, their argument is that Kamala would not have been any better. My argument to that is, or she wouldn't be doing any better. I'm like, my argument to that is, Well, first, we'll never know because you all are racist bitches. And second, he literally wasn't lying for the most part. He told y'all what the fuck he was gonna do, and
And he doing it. He doing every
y'all
single thing he said he was
goat-minded
gonna
ass
do.
bitches. Y'all goaded ass bitches that follow the leader. All y'all did was not do your research, and y'all followed the leader like lambs to the slaughter. And now look at us. Now, yeah, a lot of people wishing they didn't vote or switched their vote. Well, bitch, it's too late.
Crying now don't do shit.
It
Like,
doesn't. And
all right,
and it's
I
because
got
of you.
other shit. Can we flip the fucking vibe real quick? Like, I'm sad. Like, we just
Listen,
yell at each
This is a
other.
honestly,
conversation. Like, this is
that's what I'm saying.
what we talking
I
about.
hate to say it. Yeah, I hate to say it, but this is we have to be in this state because this is how the state of our government is. This is how the state of our country is. We have to be up to date on the idiocy. But one more thing, just don't miss next time. Next.
I bought a
All
car.
right, all right. I'm all right. Listen. So Shadur Sanders, right? The whole thing about him being drafted. So y'all saw the prank call, right? Where somebody was like, you've been waiting a long time. You're gonna have to wait a little." And they were like, "Yo, who called? Like, how'd they get this number? Who got this number?" Jax Ulbrich, son of Falcons defensive back coach Jeff Ulbrich, has issued a statement apologizing for prank calling Shadur Sanders during the 2025 NFL Draft.
Some white kids at Ole Miss, like get
Bro,
out, bro. Get out, bro.
the
And I
son
don't
of a
like
defensive back coach on the Falcons. That's how they got the number.
how this is a let's dunk on Shador Sanders moment in terms of like people like being like he fell in my opinion, the way that they was acting, like getting closer to the draft, I'm like, yeah, they not rocking with him. They not rocking with him. Whether it's something behind the scenes or, I mean, the whole decline in the interviews thing. Y'all gotta realize, look at his dad, bro. That's all
I
I'm gonna say.
think
Look at his dad. If the NFL doesn't like his dad, that's gonna seep into his child,
the whole
his
family,
children. Yeah, his children.
like,
Because Shiloh is he got an contract with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So it's going to seep into how they act towards Shador and Shiloh, unfortunately. And I honestly think this all started like the NFL's vendetta. I really do think it's a vendetta. Like, I'm not saying Shador is the best quarterback in the draft. I don't think he was. But he's not a
he was
fourth
definitely better than
rounder.
some of them motherfuckers that
Yeah,
got
he's not a
picked.
fourth or fifth rounder. Heck no. I think when Shannon, not Shannon, when they asked Dion would he ever coach in the NFL, and he said absolutely not. That was the first time that the NFL was like, oh, for real? Oh, we got something for that.
Watch this.
Yeah. So I think that was the first time where the NFL, we can't get you, we can get to you, but we get to your kids. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I think it's funny that he still ended up going to Cleveland.
Right.
Like,
That's my thing. Or
one could argue.
and they took a quarterback
Um,
like 2 rounds before that.
okay, so that's my info that I have. Um, there's a video of you know how they have like draft room reactions whenever they make the call, and it's like the
Yeah.
coach talking to the player, and it's like you're about to get drafted, whatever.
Yeah.
So the video for that is literally everybody just in the office staring at the screen, not saying shit. Like there's no reaction from anybody in the room, and the word around town was ownership stepped in and made the pick, and not the general manager.
Ooh.
None of us will ever know, but judging
Nah, that's it.
from that reaction,
Yeah, that's it.
plausible. Also, another thing, the GM said, yeah, we didn't come into this draft thinking we were going to draft 2 quarterbacks. So we'll just have to work. Or he said something, I don't know what he said. I might be, but he did say we didn't come into the draft trying to get 2 quarterbacks,
Okay.
which I think
Mhm.
that's just what I'm saying. I think that
Oh, okay.
ownership did make that pick, and it
That's the
just
only
ended up being
explanation.
Cleveland. Yeah,
It was
and
the
not
only
going to like a historically good team. Put it like that.
My thing is, why would you take Gabriel? Like, I'm really not like if you have Deshaun Watson, we know his allegations. He tore his
But
Achilles
they
last year,
saying
so
he got a couple seasons left till he out the league anyway.
oh,
Like they
definitely.
just waiting for
He's
him to be
missing.
ass.
He's probably gonna miss the whole of this season. Like to me, there's no point in him trying to get back on the field as quickly as possible. It's like there's really no point because
He ain't
you were
got shit to
playing
play
bad
for.
when you were playing bad when you were, and the team's not gonna be good. So it's like you might as well just let these two quarterbacks rock and figure out which one is gonna be good enough. But I just don't really rock with how the expectations of Shador is like, oh yeah, like he's supposed to be first round. The fact he fell to the fifth or whatever, that's an indictment on him. No, it's not. It's an indictment on the teams. He can't choose where he goes. Now let's
They
throw it
did
back.
say
What?
Deion Sanders did say we're gonna pick where we want to go in the NFL.
Yes, and I was gonna
Uh,
say let's go. Let's throw it back to when Eli Manning and his father did the same thing. There was an uproar about that with Eli when he said, "I'm not going to the Chargers, bro. Like I'm not." And his dad said, "Yeah, he's not going. So either trade him or he's not gonna sign that contract." Guess
John
what?
Elway too.
John Elway too. Guess what? And both of their dads, what? Played in the NFL. Oh my God, really? Pulled some strings. So saying that Dion shouldn't, oh, Shador doing something that nobody's ever done, it's just false. Okay, it's very false. And Shador, to his credit, he never really be like, oh yeah, F this team, F that team. Like he just like, bro, like whoever I get drafted by, bet. Let's go to work.
So what's making it make sense in my head is like there's been like criminal cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the prosecution has all this evidence, right? This is nothing to do with like court. It's just shit that I'm making it make sense in my head. The prosecution has all the details, right? And the defense thinks that they don't have a case, so they ain't got to say shit to like deny or like argue or say no other shit. Like they ain't got enough evidence, anyways. Oh fuck, Anthony Edwards is holding his knee. Nah. So it's like if the defense, that shit just fucked my head up all the way. I'm watching the Lakers game. Damn, might have to just cut this and start somewhere else. That shit just fucked my shit up. Like if the fuck it, man. Talk about something else. I lost my train of thought.
Anyway, I bought a car.
Yeah, Quay got a car. That's fun. We can do that.
But yay! Shout out to him. He finally joined that part of adulthood. You know,
Man, he got up. He walking. He fine.
it's been a process.
Shout out to Mega Mind.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what he's named his car. You know what's funny? I went to the gym the other day, and as I was leaving, there was a car it's literally your car, and I'm like, until he got this car, I promise you, I've never seen this car.
I ain't never seen this.
Never
You
seen this
see
car
how
before
I
in my
start?
life.
I start trans and shit all the time. Like,
What's the? It's a Kia. What?
Kia?
I don't know, bro. What is the?
It's a Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Yeah, where I already said. No, and I was like, bro, what?
But what's the other name?
Oh, like what's the part? Wait, the what? Kuna?
Like it's a Hyundai what?
2022.
It cut out. I don't know what you're saying. It's a Hyundai what?
Kuna?
Ona.
Oh,
Kona.
Kona.
I ain't never heard of that shit in my life.
So I'm saying I've never seen the car before in my life. So the fact that I saw it driving away from the gym, I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, you know?
He want to be like me so bad.
What does that
Nobody
mean?
got no fucking G.
Bro got an SUV
Oh,
so
you
bad.
Oh, you just looked it up.
I just looked it up. I needed the name.
But yeah. So, okay. I asked this question at the party. Now, this part of the party, it will not be uploaded until the end of the year because the stuff that they were saying in this part of it got real after dark hours. Okay, so that's a director's cut at the end of the year. But I asked him about, celebrity crushes and hall passes and things like that. So I'm gonna read this to y'all. Just give me your opinion after I'm done. Okay. If the video will please pause. Okay. Having a celebrity crush is basically telling your partner you cheat if the right person asks. Bless you. But
All
that's
right.
not a convo. That's not a convo y'all ready for. Now, before y'all say something, context to this. This is a supposed dating coach. Already a red flag. Um, and a
I'm weak.
motivational speaker or whatever. So he's going to bat in the comments. He's like, everybody that's trying to, discredit this or say something about it, they already want to emotionally cheat on their significant other. I'm not gonna say anything yet. I just want to hear y'all's opinions. I start talking. What do you
Okay,
think?
for
Point
what
of a
they
celebrity
said,
crush is that it's
and
never gonna
Hall,
happen.
wait,
Like, let's be real.
yeah, but like what they said isn't technically wrong. It's just that's like a
Hmm.
weird way of looking at it. Like
Right.
there's two different like ways. Like I don't know, like it's you're premeditatedly cheating if the right person asks. Technically, but like I'm not navigating my life. Yo, I'm finna meet Lady Gaga. If she trying to fuck, I'm down. Like that's unrealistic. Like that's like
Yeah.
nobody. Like my girl can't judge me for that.
Like this is not
Like
fan
that.
fiction. Like where
I don't
y'all
want
Yeah,
to
you
like
gotta
negate.
that's some
follow.
I
fan
don't.
fiction ass
Yeah.
shit.
That's what I'm saying. I
Okay.
don't want to
So
negate that feeling, but that's also
mhm.
your argument makes sense if we're not. The key word isn't celebrity crush. The point is that it's never gonna happen. It's just somebody you find attractive. That
Oh, if your hall pass is somebody
if
that I know, I'm beating your ass. I'm not
that's what I'm saying.
vouching for violence against women, but like, what the
Whoa.
fuck does that like? Ain't no fucking way.
Okay. And I did ask that as a follow up. I'm like, so celebrity. So okay, I'll tell y'all this. Like I went around the room. Like most people didn't care if there's celebrity crush or whatever. But then when I brought up hall passes, everybody's attention
Nah,
changed.
that's
Yeah,
crazy as
everybody was
hell.
like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" So I just want to read this is the author. This is the guy that said this. He left the comment like under it. Having a crush isn't harmless when you're in a committed relationship. It's misplaced emotional energy. You don't get to romanticize someone else and call it innocent just because it's not physical. That's how emotional cheating starts. Loyalty isn't just about your body. It's about your focus, your imagination, and your true love doesn't fantasize about alternatives. It protects the bond even in thought. Emotional discipline is a part of faithfulness. Listen, I'm sorry,
Um,
but this is overthinking to the fucking max. I'm sorry. Like this is actually insane and you have
What?
the main character syndrome problem because what do you mean this is emotional
That's
cheating? Is
because
having a
that's like
crush on
saying,
someone.
well, not
Yeah, go
even a
ahead.
crush, but like that's like saying people are blind. Like you can be in a relationship and still have eyes. Like I think that's normal.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
to find
So
other people attractive.
right,
Like
me and
somebody
Don talked
looks
about this
good.
the other day. Like if you say you have a crush on someone and it's a celebrity,
Crush is crazy
obviously,
though.
yeah, it is kind of crazy, and it depends on fanfare for the celebrity or whatever. But we're not talking about someone you know. Like this is like if your girlfriend said to you, "Oh, I got like a," or like that work husband work wife shit. I don't like that.
that
That
shit would
that
send
would
me over
be
the edge. I
that
hope to
would
God
be
that shit never happens.
no for that would be emotional cheating to me. That's when
Yeah.
I can agree with him and I can be like, yeah, because what do you mean you already put giving somebody a title just because you work with them and y'all be acting like a no. Let's nip that in the bud immediately. Because absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. But I'm not gonna sit up here and say you having a celebrity crush on Michael B. Jordan is emotional cheating. Like I'm not finna do that. It's just never that deep, in my opinion. And I don't know why he took it there. but I'm gonna need him to reel it back. Okay. Now maybe we not for this type of mindset yet, but even then, I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. Like it's just not that deep. It really isn't. Like unless this person has a shrine for that celebrity or like they be buying the celebrity gifts on their birth, like there's certain levels where you could take it too far. But if they just simply like, dang, like blah blah blah, like they be looking good. Like if I was like, Megan Thee Stallion, like dang, she be looking good. Now I'm cheating. Like that's crazy. So just moral of this story: stop listening to IG dating coach. Okay, like please, because what are you even talking about? And the video of him with the caption of that, he's literally like making postures. Like y'all just do anything for the algorithm. Like just be quiet, please.
That sound like that other lady that fucking did that. You went out a tree, you can move. That low vibrational plate.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
Low
yes,
vibrations.
yes,
Oh my
yes.
god.
what? It's food, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm not gonna say
I
I
that.
would
wouldn't just
never eat
accept.
that
What
I
looks
plate.
would.
That plate
See,
is
that's
which
what
low
I'm
one looks
saying.
like
vibration.
which one
I
looks like
would never.
royalty? Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like, what the
I
fuck
would
are you?
never accept anything somebody just threw on my plate. What? Y'all eating hot dogs and beans?
And
It's
Like,
then
a
bitches
fucking
standing around
cookout.
her
Like,
talking about,
what?
yeah.
Right.
real, snap it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Y'all by the pool eating cookout food, and you talking about? All right. The need and hunger to be superior to somebody is so. It's just so crazy, and it needs to stop. Like I promise you, y'all are not okay. You're
Yo,
not.
speaking of hunger, does Pizza Hut have thin crust pizza?
Uh,
Um, I think they got like a pan, something like that.
pretty sure every place does.
Mm,
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know. You think Papa John's got thin crust? I don't think they do.
I'm not eating Papa John's pizza.
Okay, facts, but I'm just saying for like
Okay, and what's wrong with Papa John's?
Nothing.
the
Listen,
sauces are
hey, shout
sweet.
out Papa John's. Nothing is wrong with Papa John's. We like Papa John's.
I would say the
Not a
sauces are just
sponsor.
sweet.
If
Yeah.
they want to sponsor us, I will eat Papa John's. But if I'm not getting paid to eat it, I'm not fucking eating it.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna play this video. Just everybody just listen up.
My ears are on.
She said that listen, this kind, you even after you wash your hands, that saying your hands won't calcium. And so I put the lotion. I went to the counter and I, beloved, this is the glory. I was excited about it. She said, "Well, you tried me." I said, "Excuse me." I said, "This is the." She said, "No, this is unisex." I said, "What kind of sex? What you mean?" She said, "Oh, it's for me and." I said, "You sold me bisexual lotion." And I told her, I said, "Well, why didn't you sell me the stuff for me? And you know I'm a man." Oh. She said, "Well, it's for both." I said, "Do I look like I'm both? I don't represent both. Pastor, I'm 100% man."
I want y'all to get a grip real
Some
fast.
people just ignorant, bro. That's really
Real
all it is.
fast.
I'm
And
for real. I
and
didn't hear what the fuck was said.
Hold on, can I say it?
sure.
He went to the store and the girl gave him unisex.
First of all, what the fuck
Why
is
would you
unisex
give me that
lotion?
shit? I'm a man. She like, yeah, but it's for both. Like everybody can use it. He said, first of all, I'm not both. I am a man. I'm not using lady lotion or bisexual lotion or whatever the fuck he. Some stupid
Bisexual
ass,
lotion.
some
Bisexual lotion.
bullshit. Whatever he just said, like some fucking
I'm just
bullshit.
gonna send y'all the video, and I just want y'all to like react right now to what he looks like. Please go look.
I am looking.
This nigga has
Nothing has popped
eyelashes.
up. What did you send
So,
it on?
IG.
All right, but see, I got my IG notifications are crazy.
Me and you both.
Be some moisturizer. She said,
What the fuck?
He has eyelashes for hair, talking about how he shouldn't
I
have
ain't never
bisexual lotion.
seen. I ain't never seen this type of haircut before.
Listen, praise God, but we need to abolish some of these pastors. I'm sorry. What do you mean you're a man?
I don't like that he got the shit that make the glasses into a necklace. Like, why do you need that? if you're just sitting here talking to somebody, why do you need that for real? Like, I hate that stupid ass shit. It's like having a chain
Mind
wallet.
you,
Like,
he didn't have a problem with it until he found out it was unisex. This is what I'm saying.
That's
Just
what
hold
I'm
on.
saying. Like,
exactly.
it didn't have feminine scent, quote unquote. It was just
Ooh, that's
simply
like people.
lotion.
I saw this one. Obviously, abolished pop the balloon, that whole thing. But the girl, it was one dude, and then it was a line of girls, and he went through the whole line, whatever. Gets to the last girl, and she like, give me a kiss. He like, I don't even know you for real. She was like, I'm just trying to see something. So then he kisses her, right, and then she goes, I'm a tranny, not a tranny. Hold on, fuck. I'm a trans. No. I'm spoke like it was literally like my shit glitched.
No derogatory.
No, that shit was an accident. She's like, I'm trans, and he was like, what the fuck? So that's when the whole discourse started of like, what was the point of that? Like, you could have just said that from the jump. You kissed him to get a reaction. Like, you clearly baited him into reacting like that. And if you was trying to see something, it had nothing to do with the kiss. It was you telling him that you was trans. So what the fuck? But once again, don't nobody have a problem doing shit until they find out after the fact that it's something that they didn't like. If you like, you see what I'm saying?
There's a fine line of because not all people would communicate like that, and it's a shame that once one bad incident happens, it's a stigma forever.
But
So it's
I
like,
feel like if you're on Pop the Balloon, you're already clout chasing. So it's
yeah,
it's
Of
it's kind of
course,
whatever
that's
to me.
yeah.
Yeah, like whatever happens on those is like
Please
I'm
don't
not
cancel me. I
surprised.
did not mean to say what I said. I meant trans.
well,
I'm terrified right now. Like that was an accident. You know what I'm
I thought I
saying?
was like, no story we
his
love,
full name
No,
is
like
we
Dalton
love,
Harris, by
no
the
bitch,
way.
I'll beat y'all. That
Good
was
move
an
from there.
accident. That was an
Please.
accident. That was an
I'm
accident.
crying. Bye. But yes, sorry. That was funny. Um, yeah, just listen, if you're on any of those type of dating shows, you know what you're in for. Okay? You know what you signed up for. You see the memes, and there's a bunch of memes about the balloon stuff. It's a Netflix show now for some reason.
Oh, girl,
Hosted by the
bitch,
girl
please.
from
So,
right, hosted by the girl from Insecure. She clearly needs a job. No shade. Um, like absolutely no shade. I'm so sorry. But as far as predictions, like I said, I don't think this year
It's
is gonna
wide
be.
open for real. Like, there's
It's
no way to really
extremely,
pick.
it's extremely wide open. I just have like I don't think the Celtics will repeat, and I don't think the Thunder is gonna win. Whatever happens after that, I don't know.
Cavs got a really good team. They are playing the Heat, and it's all about second round matchups.
Right?
But like, Cleveland's
Wait.
got a really good team.
So they will play the winner of the Pacers Bucks.
Pacer, yeah.
Oh
So
my
that's
gosh,
what
they
I'm saying.
smacking each other again.
They got a pretty much cakewalk to the conference finals. So it's all about either
Yeah,
Boston, Orlando, or it's the Knicks. So
yeah.
let's hope the Magic just beat the
Go
shit out of the
sleepy.
Celtics to where,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you already got Jalen, Jalen Brown. Yeah, he got a little his shots in it. Jason
Jason
Tatum, he got
Tatum
a
wrist.
yeah, he got a wrist bruise on a shooting hand. Like a little beat up this year. They usually not. I think last year they had an advantage over. They weren't this year. They a little beat up. So I'm saying it's hard to repeat if you not you ain't got the perfect conditions around you. They ain't got the perfect conditions. WNBA season's finna start. Let's go. First day was today. Shout out to all the rookies out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Hopefully
shit!
everybody make the teams.
I got a Caitlin Clark jersey. I'm on the bandwagon.
Support the dub. I might buy a Paige Bucker jersey this year. I ain't gonna lie, she be shit. Maybe her or Aaliyah Edwards. Shout out to her on the spark or on the spirit. But yeah, we finna be back in this thing. It's about summertime. Trying to hit the pools and shit. I really want to get in the pool right now. Ain't gonna lie.
You gotta
Yeah,
wait till at least May for real.
but yeah. If I'm not talking about apartment, yeah, pools, yeah. But we will see. We finna be trying to get as many people on the pod as we can. Of course, we've tried 2 different times to try to interview people on the streets. Both times, parking downtown was ass. So sorry about that. But any last no?
What'd you say?
I said
Right.
any last words?
Damn, we're
Okay.
already done?
We've been going for like an hour and almost 20 minutes. I don't know if everybody.
I
Yeah,
feel
we
like we
don't
ain't
need,
even really talk
need
about
any
shit.
more sports jargon. Y'all can do that on a separate.
That's why I did a tour. That's why we waited till the end.
And y'all jabbed it in like 3 times with him, but
Well, I mean, he
Listen,
started
I
off with
started the
it.
shit off.
Yeah, he started off
Like,
with it. Then, I mean, the Shannon Sharp, like, it's inherently, and then the Shador thing, but like, these are all relevant topics, to the here and now. What's that word?
current day.
No, it's another word. I forgot it, where it's like talking about like what's happening now, like current events, but it's not current events. Like, it's a word for it. But
The Daily
yeah,
Bugle.
the Daily Bugle. No. Markway, anything else?
Go-see Center's picks of Megamind, Ruby Johnson.
I got a final, just kind of like funny
If
thing.
streams increase, Ryan, I want to cut. No shade.
I'm crying.
I'm weak. Okay.
Thursday after work, I was talking to one of the guys in my crew in the parking lot. He was like, "Yo, I'm just letting you know I'm not gonna be here tomorrow." I was like, "All right, that's cool." He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta, or I'm going to somewhere in Georgia." He going somewhere in Georgia. Be back tomorrow. Um, Tomorrow being Monday, current day. I went home, had a dream about that interaction. He was like, I had a dream. He said he was gonna get drunk before he drove to Atlanta. I was like, I woke up, I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, and I was really like scared for dude's health. Like, why would you get drunk and go on a road trip? Like, that's crazy as fuck.
Like, you
I
finna be
don't know.
sick. Like,
That
you
shit,
gotta
I don't
pull
know. That
over to
was just a
Florida.
weird
Let
ass,
them be
yeah.
then.
No,
I don't
first of all,
know.
yeah, he don't care at all. Oh wait, that reminded me of something.
It was just a weird ass like thought. I don't know why. Subconsciously, I thought he was gonna get drunk and drive to Atlanta.
Please, wait, I just lost my train of thought because of what Mark Wade just said. Oh my god, hold on, let me think about it.
I don't have Facebook.
Oh,
Stupid.
okay, Facebook, yes. So the other day, I'm in the kitchen and Miss Candace, she's like, "Oh my god, Shaq died." I'm like,
Bitch.
"What?" She pulls up a Facebook story of the most Photoshop thing you can imagine, with just at the bottom, Shaq dead at 52 or whatever. And I'm like, this is Facebook. Like, I'm not believing this. So just Google Shaq and let's see. Alive and well. I'm like, Facebook, y'all need to stop. Like, y'all gotta stop the death hoaxes and stuff like that. The misinformation and the disinformation on Facebook is at an all-time high. It's seeping into Twitter now, unfortunately. But
Speaking of Shaq, he did shit himself on TV. That was
oh
pretty funny.
yeah,
So Shaq, they were doing their little TV basketball, whatever. I think they should get rid of it. That's the topic for another day.
yeah.
He's like, hold on, excuse me, runs off set. Next night, they cut back to it. They put a fucking porta potty next to the fucking desk. And they were like, "It's there if you need it." Okay, well,
Sorry.
nah. I mean, it is what it is. Nobody's gonna laugh at everything.
I mean, the, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say they should get rid of it, but I will say they care about basketball. Like, and it's a very low bar to clear, in my opinion. But Shaq, he's doing the game like recap and doesn't even know what happened during the. That's inexcusable.
Okay, so
Inexcusable.
So game 2 of the Knicks and Pistons, he was like, yeah, after the game, he was like, yeah, I really like how Cat played tonight. He was playing like a true center. Chuck goes, bro, he didn't score in the second half. Shaq literally just, that's it. Like,
No accountability of being.
yeah, like these motherfuckers are not watching the
That's what I'm saying.
games, talking about it. Like that shit
And
is
they,
not relevant.
yeah, they should be getting more flack for it. Let Candace Parker misspeak about something, and it's all over Twitter trending for 2 days. But Shaq not even knowing what's going on in the game, they're literally covering, and nobody cares. Like, bruh, the privilege is crazy. So that's all I gotta say. Thank y'all
Does
for
the
listening. What?
does the WNBA have male refs?
Yeah. Thank you, guys, for listening. Craig, things out of here.